A man has been trying to cut a tree for hours but couldn't get the job done, so his neighbor comes and says, "You know what? Why don't you try to shape your saw first? You're going to cut the tree much faster." The man replies, "Sharpening the saw is going to take a lot of time. I am busy. I don't have time." Can't you see that? This situation seems dumb, but the reality is most of us are the dumb person with the do so. We complain about our dark financial situations while we can't even find the hour of the week to read a book on a personal financial and to learn how to manage our money better. It's weird how people complain about their health. They are inhabited to focus and struggle to fall asleep, while they don't even set aside the few hours of the week to exercise to keep their body and mind healthy. The guy who doesn't exercise is no different from the guy who is trying to cut the tree with the dual saw and yet complains that he doesn't have the time to sharpen it. You know how it is, your graduate, find a decent job, and never leave that comfort zone unless you are forced out, while successful people are embarrassed learning throughout their lives. And that's why they are successful. Let's find out how to keep your soul always sharp. Why do successful people follow the 5-hour rules? And what is the 5-hour rules in the first place? We will answer all these questions and many, so smash the like button for the YouTube algorithms and let's thank our sponsors, DataCamp, for making this video possible. Do you want to get hired by the Tesla, Google, Amazon? Then you need to learn programming, coding, analyzing, and understanding data. No matter what industry you are in, learning how to analyze and understand data is crucial. That's what DataCamp offers. You have to learn the programming language such as the Python or SQL. You have to start the absolute basics and move on to professional levels. You can browse by topics to find out what you want to learn. Let's try to applied finance. They have courses that will teach you the different financial analysis that can help you with investings. You can acquire new skills fast with more than 300 courses that combine short expert videos with immediate hands-on keyboards exercise from over 250 instructors. And the best part of it is that if you sign up to DataCamp by clicking the link in the description, you will be able to check the first charter of any course for free. And now let's get back to the video. The 5-hour rules, the 5-hour rules is simply states no matter how busy successful people are, they always spend at least an hour a day or 5 hours a week learning or practicing. And they do it across their entire career. The idea sounds simple, but yet it is so powerful, and it's the driving force behind the most successful people. The rule is traced back to Benjamin Franklin, who was one of the fathers and also the scientist, inventor, and writer. Was also known for the constantly setting aside time to learn. The first things he would do in the morning is read and write. Warren Buffett, who is undoubtedly the greatest investor all the time, who made more money that he could possibly spend, spends 80% of his day reading. He reported reads around 600 pages every single day. I guess that's how he finds such a great investments. That's how knowledge works. If it builds up like a compound interest. His friend Charlie Munger, who is also the billionaire, said, "I constantly see people rise in the life who are not the smartest, sometimes not even the most delighted, but they are learning machines. They go to bed every night a little wiser than they were when they got up. And boy, does that help. Practically when you have the long run ahead of you, but Buffett isn't the only one who credits his success to reading. The sale of Tesla and SpaceX. Elon Musk reportedly taught himself to build rockets by the reading books. The idea of starting a private space company seems so crazy back then that no one was willing to risk his career and join the SpaceX as the CEO. So Musk had to teach himself rocket science. Bill Gates, who also doesn't need two introductions, made more money than most of you will probably make in their entire lives. Read at least 50 books a year. You can check out his favorite books on his channel. Yes, Bill Gates is also a YouTuber. Let me give him a shortcut. Whatever Benjamin Franklin would spend an hour learning or reading, they would accomplish less on that particular day. However, in the long run, that knowledge would make him wiser and more productive and would help him achieve significantly more. It doesn't matter who the person is and how successful they are. Whether they have topped the Forbes Billionaires list or became community leaders or successful teachers or engineers, they have to make learning an important part of their lives. When I got into the stocks market for the first time, I would spend weeks analyzing a single company to find the good investments. I was pretty bad at all of the things back then, but then I took the courses on accounting and finance. I learned how to quickly read financial statements, analyze them, and what to pay attention to when reading quarterly reports. And after learning the few techniques, now I can analyze a company much faster, hence saving myself a lot of time. I can analyze dozens of companies in the same amount of time that I used to take me to analyze just one company. When I took that courses, I didn't accomplish much on that day, but over the long period, I have saved myself a ton of the time and made my time more valuable. Most people get stuck in a job and they do every day for years without putting the same to learn how to do that job more efficiently, or at least how to do that job much better, hence raises the amount of money they can earn in the same amount of the time. Here is how to implement the 5-hour rules. Divided your learning into the categories. The first one is the basic skills such as the communication, personal finances, nutrition nutrition. The more you improve the social skills, the better your social life is going to get. The easier it will get to make the new friends or connections. And believe me, connections are underrated. Sometimes all that you need is the good connections to build a successful business. Secondly, general knowledge. The world is moving too fast, and with every new innovations, new opportunities arise. Whoever keeps himself up for the latest tech takes advantage out of them. Cryptos are the great example. Anyone who have spent at least a few hours learning about them when they weren't mainstream has probably earned a few $1 million out of them. The same could be said about the internet, electric cars, and more. And guess what? There will always be more opportunities ahead, so expand your knowledge and lastly, improve your professional skills. Whatever your job, take care certainly a way to do your job a bit faster, better, and easier. I am an advisor, and part of what I do is read a lot. Before I pick a certain company, I have to read everything about it just to be confident that I'm investing in the right company. And one of the best skills I developed is to speed reading. What used to take me an hour to read is now taking me just 20 minutes as best. Or when I am researching the topic for the video, I have to do a lot of the reading because sometimes I have to read the entire book just to make the video. That's when spending helps a lot to speed up the process. The five rule consists of three major steps. The first, reading. If the hour seems too much, start with 20 to 30 minutes. If you don't have the time for that, and last, listen to audiobooks. By the way, I used audiobook, and there is an affiliate link in the descriptions if you wish to support the channel. Secondly, reflect. It's not just about the reading, but making sure that you get the best out of that what you read. Ask the questions to take some time to answer them. There is always more to what you read besides what you get in the first glance. And finally, experiment. Learn something new, try it out. Ben Franklin and Thomas Edison became leading investors in the thinkers because of their experiments. We have Gmail because Google allowed employers to experiment with new ideas. Experiments show you what working. If you can't apply your knowledge in the real life, there is a little use to it. When you make the learning a habit, you will be very likely be more successful and productive across different areas of your life. By investing in the reading habits, you can ensure you're growing. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, give it thumbs ups for the YouTube algorithms. And if you are the new around here, then subscribe and turn on notifications. We are trying our best to make the great videos for you and hopefully help you achieve your financial goals. Thanks for watching and until next time.